Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. Happy Saturday. Whoop, whoop. I am excited. We are here for round two for the fourth annual. Okay? Fourth annual. I am super excited. As we go ahead on and give folks a little time to jump in. I'm going to go to commercial really quick for a couple of seconds and just give folks a chance to jump on. Okay, so we'll see you shortly in just a few seconds. Hello, thank you for joining. Okay, so we're back. I just wanted to give folks opportunity to jump on. I know we have start time for 10 o'clock, and sometimes it takes a little few minutes for people to get themselves together. I know you have to grab your coffee, your tea, your mojo, whatever it is that brighten you up, okay? I am so excited. We are on the last day. Yesterday was phenomenal. Not only was it Friday, right? I love Fridays. It's like the end of the week. Folks get paid or whatever. It's like freedom time. But for the fourth annual, our speakers blew it out the waters. Do you hear me? They were phenomenal. They dropped some great nuggets for the community. Not only did they drop some great nuggets, I got a lot of good responses. So I'm glad folks were taking note. I'm glad folks were paying attention. And like I said yesterday, I hope you guys take the time out to reach out to the speakers and connect. Make those connections. Connections are important, okay? It's about building relationships for collaboration, for your next move, for your next, right? And so that's the reason of this platform, me connecting you with them, okay? So I'm playing the middleman. I'm trying to help folks out to get to the next level of wherever you're at currently in your life and in your careers. Okay, so we have today we have some phenomenal speakers that are scheduled to join us. I'm excited about that. We have quite a few. We have more speakers today, actually. And so our first speaker, before we bring our first speaker on, for those of you that did not tune in yesterday, I want to bring on our co-host, Gabriella Mayo. She will be introducing a majority of our speakers onto the stage, right? Whoop, whoop. I bring her in. You guys, yay. You guys give her a round of applause and welcome Gabriella onto the platform. So let me go in and bring Gabriella. Hold on one second.
Hello. Hi, everyone. Good morning. Happy Friday. I hope everybody is feeling great today. Full of, positive energy, great vibes. I hope you guys are all well rested and just ready to go today. I hope you guys are just completely fired up. Those of you, welcome, welcome, welcome to everybody. I know there were some of you who may have missed yesterday, maybe due to work or, watching the kids or whatever the case may be, but you're tuned in today, so that's what matters. We did have some as Tina Hunter, my mother stated, we had some very phenomenal speakers that spoke on yesterday. And today, we have some awesome, awesome, awesome speakers. One that is coming right up shortly here. But I just wanted to just say hello. My name is Gabriella. I am Tina Hunter's daughter, actually firstborn, her oldest daughter. I am here for her support in every way that you can think of. And I just wanted to say, thank you again to her, yes, And I keep going like this because she's actually to my left. She's to my left. This is interesting times. We're virtual. This is our
Right.
actual first year going virtual and doing this whole thing online. But to be honest with you, it has been a success. I have got to say that. I
Yes.
mean, what do you think? It's been
Yes.
awesome. We had a lot of people, after the event yesterday, we got messages, we got text messages, and
Phenomenal.
it was just awesome. I was able to go to sleep feeling fulfilled, like I'm actually doing, God's work and what He's calling us to do. So I thank you all, even, everyone that is watching with us today. I thank you for your yes. I thank you for logging on with us, for supporting us, for loving on us, keeping us uplifted. I thank you guys for all the prayers that have gone out for us. We got some text messages this morning, from people letting us know that, they have us lifted in prayer. So thank you, because all of that goes a long way, honestly. Sometimes, we may look, beautiful and pretty sitting up here like everything is just kosher and perfect, but it takes a lot behind the scenes, and arguments sometimes, the fear, just anxiety. So but we rebuke all that, right? We're not claiming that. We rebuke it
No.
all. And so today is going to be a phenomenal day. And so yeah, we're gonna bring on our first speaker shortly. I don't want to be too long-winded, and I will be before you all shortly after our first speaker. So I'll give it back over to Tina Hunter.
Thank you, Gabby. You're so awesome. And like Gabby said, thank you to all the folks, especially my sister in love, Cassandra. She's, always so loving, always on point of sending love first thing this morning and, lifting us up. So that means a trillion million to me. Although sometimes you don't say it, but in my heart, she knows my heart. And so thank you for that. Thank you for, once again, for the phenomenal feedback that we received yesterday. So I feel good about that. That's letting me know that we're doing something right and in helping the community and helping our people to move to the next level. And just like the speakers that are coming on today, you guys, get your pens and paper out before we bring on the first speaker. She's phenomenal. I just love her energy. Okay, she's going to blow you guys away. But the thing about this young lady that's coming on, she has a business that will help. I mean, I was like, wow, I need her services. And so you guys pay attention to this young lady that's coming on because she offers a class, some training that will help those that have lost their jobs, those that are unemployed, those that are looking for jobs. She train you and then, have a service where she help you to run a service, okay? And whatever your expertise is. So I just thought this was so phenomenal. And I know a lot of the people in the community is not familiar with the services that this young lady offer. So that's why I was like, she has to be. I gotta get her on the platform because this is new to our community, right? And so we need her. And so pay attention to what she's going to bring to the table for you guys. It's going to be some really great nuggets. So take note. So what we're going to do is I'm going to remove Gabriella from the platform right now. And then we're going to go to commercial. And then we're going to bring our phenomenal speaker on. Okay, so give us a few seconds. All right. Thank you. We're going to go into commercial. Okay, so here we go. I'm getting ready to bring on our first speaker. Get ready, you guys. Here she comes.
Whoop, whoop. Yes, here I am. Kathy Guggenauer, here to see all y'all.
Hello, Kathy. How are you?
Well, Tina, first, I just want to say that if you and Gabrielle don't already have a clothing line, and jewelry line, please do so, because I want to buy everything I'm seeing you guys wearing. I mean, I have a t-shirt on. You guys are rocking the jewelry, rocking the clothing, and I need someplace to go and buy it. So I'm very serious here. Please let me know where to do that.
I love you. I so love you. That's why you're here this morning.
Me too.
If you can hear Gabby, she's like, me
Gabrielle,
too.
that white top. Oh my gosh. I was just like,
Yes.
where did she get that? I want
Exactly.
it.
Exactly. Kathy, I was so excited to like bring you on because you have your little tiara and everything. We didn't even get to your bio. Forgive me. I just wanted you
Oh,
here.
that's all right.
I just wanted you here on the platform because your energy just it's a serious drive. So I'm like, get Kathy, let me click her right now.
Well, and Tina, the other thing that was cracking me up was when you were saying the young lady, and thank you, because I'm 63 years old, young. I'm sorry, 63 years young. So.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, exactly. Yeah. You're fabulous. And when you have energy, the way that your energy, you're young. So I don't see, I don't look at old or anything like that. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you. I do. I totally agree.
We live in life. You're doing great things. You have life. And so I'm excited. So Kathy, you want to take the stage? Because you're
absolutely.
I know
absolutely.
That's right. Can I give it to you, Kathy?
Please give it to me now.
Go, Kathy. Go, Kathy.
Okay, you guys. So I'm gonna just turn it over to Kathy because she's that type of woman. I'm gonna let her have the floor. Okay, go for it.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Tina. I really appreciate it. And Gabrielle, first of all, I just want to say that I really feel like I was meant to be here for a multitude of reasons. And I just want to start with that, just so you guys can feel my heart and hopefully hear my heart, because fearless me, I'm telling you right now, that is exactly what we need in this day and age. I know all of you are experiencing, as everyone is across our great country, the challenges that are arising on every level. And this week, when a lot of additional things happened, I literally got scared. I thought, what am I going to do? I felt like running. You know, when you feel like somebody's chasing, you're going to have to run. I thought I was going to have to run and leave the country. That's really how I was feeling. And then I remembered, fearless me, I get to talk on this stage today. And a feeling came over me of, oh, I can't run. I am here to help this community. I am meant to be here to help all of you. Be fearless, as I am continuing to be fearless in this time. So that's my general message, to lift all of you up, because together we all rise higher. And I'm here to help lift you up. So let me tell you a little bit about what Tina was alluding to when she said that I teach women how to step into their own power, how to step into their own leadership, and how to create your own virtual business. I call what I train virtual experts. Now, you've probably heard of virtual assistants. This is one step up from a virtual assistant. It is a virtual expert. How is it a step up? Well, it's a step up in two ways. One, you specialize in whatever area you're an expert in. And if you don't know right now what you're an expert in, that's okay, because part of my program is helping you identify what you're going to love to do and what you can make a lot of money doing, which leads me to the second way that the virtual expert is a higher level than a virtual assistant, which is you earn more money. And it's about double and even more than that. So let me just give you a little bit of background about what a virtual expert is. It is an independent contractor. She is an independent contractor who works from wherever you want. As long as you have Wi-Fi, you can work there. So you if you were like me and like, I'm going to have to leave this country, you can work from wherever you want. If you did decide to travel or did decide to leave or wanted to travel in an RV, literally work from wherever you want. You work for business owners. You work for online entrepreneurs. You work for brick and mortar businesses. And let me just give you a stat. I don't know about you guys, but I love stats. So before COVID hit, This industry, this virtual assistant, remote worker industry, was a huge and growing industry. It was $1 billion. Right after COVID, it skyrocketed immediately to $1 trillion and growing. The people that have already become virtual experts, there are hundreds of them that have already gone through my training, that already have businesses of their own. They have seen their highest paying months ever since COVID hit. So why is that? Because as you know, everybody had to go online to work. And those who were already online like me, luckily I was already there. I just needed more help because I wanted to help more people. So the people that were working for me, I gave even more work to do. And those who were brick and mortar, if you're a brick and mortar, no matter what it is you sell brick and mortar, a virtual expert can help you get online. So that's why their businesses grew 5 to 10 times bigger than they already were. How exciting would it be to work from home and make whatever you want to earn? How exciting would it be to work from home, doing what it is you want to do, being your own boss? Okay. What does it mean to be your own boss? Well, this is kind of a fun thing. You want to take a vacation? Let me ask the boss. Kathy, oh, I'm the boss? Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm the boss. Would you like to take vacation? Yes. How long do you want to take? You got it. Go have vacation. Literally, you're your own boss. You get to decide. As an independent contractor, you get to set your own rates, set your own hours, so you can work whenever, wherever you want. Now, what kind of work? Because I can hear you guys already screaming. Tell me exactly what kind of work are we talking about here? So we're talking about everything from very creative things to very techie things and everything in between. So let me give you some examples. Very techie things. It's like running this program right here, running StreamYard, right? It's like logging into the back end of software programs that everybody's using online. There are thousands of them, and running that. And you don't have to know how to code or anything like that. All you have to know how to do is watch YouTube videos so that you can learn how to do that. Anybody listening to this who's thinking, well, I don't know how to do that, that's okay. If you want to learn something new, I do not recommend taking skills training. I recommend learning while you work. So there are internship opportunities. If you're really, really new to this, you can work for 30 days for free for someone and learn while you do that. There are VA subcontractor opportunities where you work for $15 to $20 an hour for another virtual assistant or virtual expert while you learn. So don't worry that you need to go get skills training. You do not need to do that. So I talked about the techie end. So let's talk about the creative side. Do you like to create graphic images? Do you like to create like some of these beautiful images that you see that Tina has? Do you like to brand? I love her fuchsia color. There is a system, if you don't already know it, called Canva, CANVA.com, that is free to use. And that's what we use. That's what my social media people use to create my memes. That's what they use to create images that I use, PowerPoint slides, any kind of images I use. So I have a team of several people who do images for me in Canva.com. So if you don't already know about Canva, go there. You can get a free account. You can go in there and start playing. And if you're creative, you're going to fall in love with it. One other creative thing, and by the way, there are many creative things you can do, but I'm going to hit on just a couple of top ones here, is writing. Do you like to write? There is so much need for content right now that my writing team cannot keep up with the amount of content just I need. So what do I need? I need LinkedIn articles. I need blog posts. I need video scripts for my YouTube series. I need social media posts. And on and on and on. Literally every single day, somebody is writing something. Sales pages, email series. So if you like to write, that's another thing you could do. Now, let's talk about the stuff in the middle, because there's a big range between very techie and very creative. Are you a bookkeeper? Do you like to do bookkeeping? Do you like to do marketing? Facebook marketing, LinkedIn marketing. And again, if you don't know how to do that, guess what? Go to YouTube. You can learn most of the stuff for free or become an intern or a subcontractor to learn as you go. A few other examples of that middle range stuff at any social media site. Okay. If you want to do video editing, that's more creative. I just hired a podcast manager. Many of you might know Tanya Moore. She's the one that introduced me to this community. Thank you, Tanya. Shout out to Tanya. She is my podcast manager. And she has so much work to do because not only do I have my own podcast, but I also guest speak on other podcasts. There is so much work to do on both sides. I'm keeping her busy, super busy. So Denise, I see you're saying that's my school YouTube. I also have a YouTube marketer. Her name's Edie Clark. She's fabulous. I actually, once every other week or once a month, we meet and she actually directs me to create 10 YouTube videos. Then she edits them, makes them amazing, and she posts them on YouTube and markets them. And let's see, I think Edie charges around $70 to $90 an hour, and she actually has packages. So I pay her every single month between $1,000 and $2,000, depending on what all she's doing for me that month. And Tanya works for an hourly rate also. Just to give you an idea, the average USA, Canadian, British, first world country virtual expert earns an average of $45 an hour. And that goes up the higher your skills, the more experience you have, the more expert you are. So Denise, if you're already a YouTube specialist, you can jump in, begin charging $45 an hour and grow that. You can create a package where you charge $1,000 a month for X. Like Edie charged me $1,000 a month for, I think it was 8 videos. And I just keep adding to it. And that's what clients do. Clients just keep adding to it. So think about all those businesses you all see online all the time. They need you. So what do I teach? I teach, because I've already told you don't need skills training. So that's not what I teach you. I teach you the business end of this, because I'm sure a lot of you are going right now, okay, that all sounds great, but how do I find clients, right? So that's what I teach. I teach you how to find, get, and keep clients. And by the way, I have clients coming to me all the time wanting referrals. So don't be calling me, don't be contacting me and ask me for a referral. You have to go through my program before I give you a referral, because it is my reputation on the line. And I want to be sure that I'm always referring amazing people that have gone through my program. But if you're interested, you can go to virtualexperttraining.com. I have lots of free training there, lots of free things that you can take to see if this is the right business for you. So one final thing I want to mention, because a lot of people might be going, well, what kind of certification do I need? Or what kind of education do I need? Nothing. I'm not exaggerating. There is no preferred degree, not even preferred. There is no required degree, nor even preferred degree. No one will ever ask you what degree you have. They don't care. What they care about is, can you do the work and meet deadlines? And there's 3 key things that will have you, Tina, no degree required, no certificate required either, no certification. If you want to do this, you can just start doing it. And here's the 3 things that are going to get you paid the most. I call it the 3 Ps. Number 1, professional. Make sure you have a contract. Make sure you are able to talk with clients in a professional way, right? Number 2, problem solver. Don't go to your clients and ask them to solve problems. Don't go to your clients with problems. Go to your clients with solutions to problems if there is one, or just fix it before you even go to them. And number 3 is proactive. Now, if you've worked in a corporation like I did, I worked in a Fortune 500 corporation for 18 years before I started a virtual assistant business of my own. They don't want you to be proactive. You have a job description, you have better stick to that job description, right? Don't go out of your lane. They're not going to be happy. Don't give your opinion. They don't want it. Well, in this, you are equal to your clients. They are business owners. You are business owner, right? So you are equal. And they do want your opinion. They want you to be proactive. So if they come to you and say, I'm thinking that I would like to do a YouTube series that goes from here to here, and I talk about this and this, and you're like, well, I have a couple of ideas for you that I think could be even better. They're going to love you. They're going to want to stay with you. So thinking about keeping your clients, the average client that I worked with, and by the way, I had over 70 clients. I had a multiple six-figure business, and that's what I can teach you how to do also. Whether you want to work part-time and work 20 hours a week and earn about $35,000 a year, or you want to work full-time and earn between $60,000 and multiple six figures, depending on what your goals are, I can teach you how to do all of those things. So keeping your clients, most clients will stay with you years. When I had 70 clients, I worked with real estate agents, and they stayed with me on an average 7 years. And several of them, I started my real estate VA business back in 2001. And there are 3 of those clients that I had back then that are still working with virtual experts that I've trained. And I don't even know how many years that is now. What's 2001 till now? It's almost 20 years, right? So Tina, what else can I answer for you? What else can I say? I kind of summarized it all there, I'm hoping.
Kathy, I hope folks just full part-time opportunity, no degree, no certifications needed. What more can you ask for? What more can you ask for opportunity when you have a business that can help
Full-time
you?
or part-time, that's right.
Full or
Full-time or
part-time,
part-time.
yes. That will take you
Yeah,
to
you
that.
set your own hours. You want to work 5 hours a week. You want to work 5 hours a week. You want to work. Mm-hmm.
Awesome. And you can go up to 6 figures plus. How great can it get? And so this was my
Oh,
reasoning
yeah.
for having you, because I know it's a lot of people, due to COVID, have lost their, full-time jobs, part-time jobs, and, looking to, get some income. And so you guys hear it straight from Kathy, the owner, the visionary, the CEO, that this is real. You can actually do this virtual assistant. So when you see VA, when I saw VA, I was like, what is VA? And then when I heard Kathy, go on and describe everything, I'm like, virtual assistant. Hello. It's a growing thing. It's opportunity. It's money to be made. It's money to be made, you guys. So take the advantage, Kathy. Please, I don't know if can you put your information out there? If not, I will be sure to drop your information so folks can contact you.
There's a question, Shanta.
Hold on one second. We have a question.
Yeah, I can absolutely do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see what we have here. Okay, so from
Okay.
Shantae. Shantae.
Before you put yourself out there, is she going to be able to talk, or do I just read it? Do you
just yeah, she can't. No, you would have to just give her the answer. Sorry. I can read it out.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So that's all right. Okay.
So before you put yourself out there, do you go through the 30 days free with you to make sure you are a good candidate? That's a good question.
That is a good question. So, and I really ran through all of that really fast, so I'm sure it was very confusing. The other thing I want to do for your group is I've got a free webinar next Wednesday, the 30th. If you don't mind, I'll post a link to that, because there I will spend a whole hour talking about this in depth.
Awesome.
And it'll be clearer, and everybody can get a better idea about it. It's totally free. So if you don't mind, I'll put the link to that.
I don't mind.
I'll share that link. And then I do want to answer this question for you. Okay, cool. So the way the process works to get into my program is you attend something like the free webinar to make sure this is really something that is of interest to you. Okay. Because I want to make sure you're going to have fun. I want to make sure you're going to make a lot of money, because I don't know if you can tell, I'm like Tina. I want to have fun working. I'm done not having fun working. So you go through a program like that for free to see if it's something you really want to do. And if you think it is, then we invite you to a what we call a breakthrough session. It's a discovery session where you talk
Oh.
with one of the graduates of our program, and she'll help you identify if this is really the
Mm.
right program for you. And then if
Mm.
you're invited in, and if you agree, yes, this is what I want to do, then away we'll go. Okay. And we'll also assess, are you ready to start taking on paid clients right away? Or do you need to do an internship once you go through that breakthrough session? Okay. And we'll
Okay.
recommend, because what I've learned, Tina, is a lot of people really don't know how much
Yes.
talent they already have, how many skills they
Exactly.
already have, and they can usually jump right in and start making money. $15 to $20 an hour minimum. Sometimes it's
Wow.
30 to 35, depending on how much skills they already have, and then
Yes.
quickly go up to that 45 and more. Because we don't
Ooh.
play around. We're going to get you going fast.
Woo! You guys hear that immediately. And Kathy, you're right. A lot of times we don't recognize the skills and abilities that we hold inside. It's that fear that hold us in the doubt. We're so talented. We're just talented, human beings. And sometimes when we've never been offered an opportunity, we don't know. And so if we don't know, we don't know. And so that's why I encourage, I motivate people and empower them to try something new. It's okay if you make a mistake. It's okay if you don't get it right the first 10 times. I know, I've been there and done that. That's why I have a coach. That's why I have accountability partners around me. You know what I'm saying? To help me out, to guide me, and to let me know, hey, it's okay. It's okay. I might have to go to my coach like 5 times, but they let you know it's okay. You got this. You're gonna do this. So you guys, I'm
That's
telling you,
right.
Kathy, this is such an phenomenon. I love what you built. I love your character, how you show up. You show up, you're just so authentic. And so thank you so much. We look forward to connecting with you. Let's see if we have any more questions here before we close out. Um, okay, let's see what Shante. Okay.
I tried to put that link in the private chat for you guys. I don't know if do you see it?
Mm-hmm.
I put that link to the free webinar. Did you see that come through by any chance?
Oh, okay. It's in the private chat, and I will grab it and be sure to connect it.
Tina, did you see that link? Do you see the link?
Yes. Yes. Let's see. Can you hear me? Yes, I got it, Kathy. Can you hear me?
Yeah, and what I'm teaching there is how to get your first client in 60 days. And
wow.
Yeah, I can hear you, Tina. I'm sorry, we got a massive delay, and I apologize.
Oh, it's okay.
In that free webinar, I'm going to teach how to get your first client in 60 days.
Wow. Okay. Awesome. Let me see. I'm going to see if I can grab it right now. But I will put it out there, Kathy, for folks because they're looking for it now. When we get a break, I'll be sure to connect that link out there. Kathy, we're looking so forward to connecting with you. I know folks are looking to collaborate with you as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for your yes. And I look forward to connecting with you, maybe on your platform, and you even coming back on my tea time. Okay. I think we have a serious delay. Yeah. There's a delay. Yep. Any last words, Kathy? Uh-oh.
I'm going to get you on my podcast, Tina.
Sounds good.
I'm going to get you on my podcast.
Okay. I look forward to it. Kathy, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for allowing me to be on here.
Oh, Thank you. And we'll talk later, sooner than later. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you,
Bye,
Kathy.
everybody. Thank you for letting me speak. Bye, Tina.
Okay. Okay, you guys. So I'm going to drop the link while Gabby, we're going to bring our co-host back on, Gabriella. Okay, and Gabby will be bringing in our next speaker, our phenomenal speaker will be coming on in just a few seconds. And let me bring Gabriella, our co-host, in.
Hello. Welcome back, everybody. I hope you all enjoyed the information. That was wonderful, Kathy. That was some actually information that, like she was saying, with everything that's going
Yes.
on nowadays with the pandemic and COVID and, people being laid off from work and, that being a virtual assistant is actually a great opportunity. As my mom, Tina Hunter just stated, we actually received the link in our private chat because we're being streamed right now. So we will be adding that to the chat box shortly. So just be looking out for that. It's going to be coming from Tina Hunter. Okay, so be looking out for that. And I believe Kathy stated that the free webinar that she actually has is going to be this upcoming Thursday. So on Thursday, be looking out. It's going to be a free webinar, you guys. You don't want to miss out. I hope you all were taking some wonderful notes. You guys got some nuggets from it because I know I did. I'm definitely going to be sharing the information, Kathy, with folks that I know because I know several people who are out of work right now and just looking for an opportunity. And I think nowadays, with COVID happening, this is getting a lot of people out of their shell, more open to new business ventures and becoming an entrepreneur. So awesome information. All right, guys. So that leads me into our next speaker that we have coming up shortly here. This is a phenomenal woman. I mean, we have had so many great speakers on here. But this lady, she is phenomenal. Just recently, my mother and I, we both had a photo shoot. For some business pictures that we were trying to get up and out on our social media pages, of course, to promote ourselves. And she actually was able to collaborate an entire photo shoot day, it was so fun. This was my first time ever doing something like this, and it was a great opportunity. And she's such a kind spirited woman. Her name is Charvette Mitchell. Her session today will be on the 6 keys to building your personal brand and platform. So again, as we said it before, if you do not have a notebook out and pen, what are you waiting for? Please be taking notes. Charvette Mitchell, she works with entrepreneurs to help them build their online platform so that they generate more revenue with an amazing personal brand. She does this in a couple of ways by focusing on visibility and marketing with one-on-one consulting, group coaching programs, web design services, social media coaching, and conferences. For over 12 years, Charvette has actually hosted a weekly internet talk radio show, the Charvette Mitchell Radio Show. Charvette has been seen on CBS 6, the CW Network, and featured in publications such as Huffington Post. She is the visionary author of the book collaboration Propel, which is the essential handbook of emerging women in business and leadership, and the book collaboration Pour, the secrets effects of serving and giving in business leadership. Wow. That was a mouthful. Okay, so you all please sit back and let's welcome Miss Charvette Mitchell, who will be coming up next.
Hello,
Charvette. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. How are you feeling today?
I am wonderful. Guess what? It's my birthday. Yes,
I am. Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Look, I'm not even a singer, but listen. Birthday. Happy birthday. Woo!
Thank you so much.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
You guys Miss Chavette a happy birthday.
Thank you.
She's
Thank you.
here on her birthday. How great is that? Oh my goodness. Woo!
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right, Miss Chavette. Well, we're going to go ahead and give it over to you. You
Okay.
ready to go?
Yes, ma'am. Let's go. Let's go.
All right.
All right. Again, thank you so much, everyone that is tuning on in all across the interwebs, the internet, those that are on Facebook, those that are in the Fearlessly Me Facebook group, YouTube as well. Thank you so much for being here with me for this session. Listen, I see one of the other speakers that's coming up, Yulika Kimber, the CPA. She's coming up. I see her. Hey, Gwen Finley. She just released a book as well. So I see all of the love in the comments. Thank you. Also, Kathy, who just wrapped up. I had the opportunity to have her on my podcast and I was on her podcast. So this really is just all the love, all about the love. And so grab something to write with. Definitely, you might be writing in person. Thanks, Nicole. You might be writing with pen and paper, or you might be that person that, takes your notes on your phone and you're like, hold on, let me get my device. Let me get my iPad and my phone and all that together so that you can grab these nuggets. And so I want to talk about, and I will talk about, again, thank you, all the love coming in. 6 keys to building your personal brand and platform. 6 keys to building your personal brand and platform. Oh my gosh, so much love coming in. And so when we think about your personal brand, this conversation is targeted to those of you who have a business. You could have been working in your business or doing your business for a while. You could just be starting. Listening to Kathy, you might have a business idea that is percolating in your head, but this conversation is geared to those of you that have a business. And when we think about a personal brand, really you are the brand. You are the brand. People connect with you before they connect with your product and your service. And so we want to talk about how do we shine the light on you and raise the visibility of you that then draws attention and attraction to your business. If that makes sense, put a 1 in the comments for me. If that makes sense, if you're on Facebook, YouTube, put a 1 in the comments for me. And so I'm also known in these internet streets as the platform builder. I have a whole program called the Platform Builder. And I want you to think about, and I'm going to be asking some questions. So I'm going to be wanting you to actually type in the comments, and I can actually see the comments as they come in. So I want you to think about your favorite award show. Go ahead and type. Good. I see ones coming in. Hey, Tara, that's my virtual office manager that's here. Put a 1 in the comments. Thank you. This makes sense to you. Okay, great. I want you to also go ahead and type in the comments right now your favorite award show that you like to watch. Now, pre-COVID, I know a lot of the award shows are doing little different things, but type in the comments an award show that you like to watch. Maybe it was Seller Awards. Maybe it was Essence, maybe it was all these different types of awards. Type in the comments for me an award show that you like to watch on TV. It might be the Nickelodeon Awards. It might be the Soul Train Awards. I want you to think about Oscars. There we go. Thank you, the Oscars. I want you to think about when we watch those award shows, typically they are on a platform. Typically, the host or the guest, I see Essence, I see Emmys coming in. Awesome. Typically, the host or the singers are on a raised platform. Why? So that everybody in the audience can see them, so that the people in the back can see them, so that the people on the sides can see them. And some of the award shows, you all might remember, some of the award shows, they'll even have a circular, Black Girls Rock, I love it. Some of the award shows will have like a circular stage that's raised up and it's almost like the audience is around them. That's what I want you to think about for shining the light and building your platform. The 6 things that I'm going to share with you, what they will do is build that platform, build that stage so that people will shine, so that the light will shine on you and there's more visibility on what you do. All right, let's jump in. Step number one. if you're taking notes about building your personal brand, the first place that we have to start, ladies and gentlemen that are watching, the first place that we have to start is actually with your products and services. What are you offering? That's the first place we have to start. You have to be very clear about what products and services you are offering. Go ahead and type in the chat. Go ahead and type in the comments on Facebook, YouTube. If you already have a business, tell us in a sentence or less what product you have or what service you have. Let us know in the comments if you already have a business or service, what product or service you have. That's the first place. And that might seem kind of like it makes sense, but sometimes people want to go into business, but they don't actually know what they want to do. So you do have to be very clear. What am I offering? What are the products I'm offering? What are the services that I'm offering? All of the services and all of the products that I'm offering. Tied into number one is, okay, who are you offering them to? So I'm seeing some comments come in. Shout out to Erica Lynn Harris. She's one of my platform builder clients, and she offers social media management services. She can create social media graphics. She can actually manage your social media. Tara is here, who's my virtual office manager. She does virtual assisting. That is the service that she has. Wonderful. Cynthia has beaded gemstones and bracelets. All right. So these are the types of products and services. So you start there being very clear about what you offer. Then tied to that, we're still on number one, still on tip number one or step number one is who are you offering that to? And in particular, great, I'm loving all the hair grease and all of the jewelry that's coming in. Tip number two, who is your ideal client? Who is the perfect person for this particular product or service? And you want, and let me give you a tip. Here's a spoiler alert. It is not everyone. That's a spoiler alert. It is not everyone. Sometimes people say, oh, my product or service is for everyone. No, there should be an ideal client, a perfect client for your product and service. And you want to get that in your mind so that you know who you're attracting. Because remember, we're building a platform, we're building a stage and raising the visibility, but you want to make sure your audience is filled with people that want your product and your service. All right. So that's number one. Great. I see stationery. I see party planning, travel agency. Wonderful. Now, let's go on to number two. We have our audience as far as our ideal clients. We know the products and services that we want to offer. And we're talking about, again, building our personal brand. The second thing you want to think about is what we call visual branding. Visual branding. So we know what we're offering. We know the people that we want to attract. What do they see when they get to us? What do they see when they experience us? Literally, Gabby just talked a little bit about that when I met her in person, and I met Tina in person, who is an amazing client of mine. One of the things that we did for them was a full brand photo shoot. Makeup, professional photographer, wardrobe changes, props, all of this, all of the beautiful photography that you see on Tina's pages, that's a part of her visual brand. Why? Because when people come to her, when her clients experience her online or in person, you want that wow feature. Look, Tina is saying, yes, honey, yes. You want that wow factor and that wow feature. So one part of visual branding is photography. So you want to have, at the least, at the baseline, a very professional headshot. That's like minimum. But then you want to move more to a full brand photo shoot. And these photos need to include you, but also your products and services. This is where a lot of people slip up. This is the pro tip I'm giving you. If you have a product, a book, the hair grease, stationery, you actually want to have a photographer photograph your products. You don't want to just use your phone. You want to actually have a professional photographer. And listen, there are photographers in all kinds of price points, but you want to have photography because your photography is going to be embedded across all of your marketing. It's going to be on social media. It's going to be on your website. It's going to be everywhere. All right. So you want to have great photography. You also want to make sure you have brand colors. You also want to have brand colors. And typically that's 3 to 5 colors that you use consistently anywhere your brand shows up. Let me know in the chat. Go ahead and type in the comments if you're on Facebook or on YouTube. If you have brand colors, let us know in the chat. What are your brand colors? Again, between 3 and 5 colors that you use consistently. And so those of you that don't have brand colors, hopefully the answers that you see coming in will inspire you and give you some thought. But you want to have brand colors. I want you to think about, I'm going to quiz you as those of you that have brand colors are typing in. I'm going to ask you another question that's a quiz. Let me know in the chat, what are Target's brand colors? What are Target's brand colors? I'm going to give you part 2 to that. What are the brand colors for the Dollar Tree? What are the, this is a quiz. Listen, we working this morning. This is my birthday too. Y'all hanging out here. All right. What are the brand colors for Target and what are the brand colors for Dollar Tree? And then those of you that already have brand colors, I'm seeing the comments come in. Erica Lynn is pink, black, and yellow. Nicole has green, white, and black. Cynthia has purple and silver. Tara's got red and gold, mint and pastels coming in, various colors. Okay, great. So those of you that already have colors, those colors are a part of your visual brand. We're still on number 2. We're moving though. We're still on number 2, but your visual brand, wherever you show up, your brand colors have to be embedded in everything. Social media, website, in person, online, all of that. All right. So I see y'all are answering right. Red and white for Target. Dollar Tree. Yes. Green and a little yellow, depending on which Dollar Tree, green and white. Exactly. So let's think about this. If a Dollar Tree who is selling a $1 item takes the effort to make sure their bags have their green logo on it, make sure that even the actual baskets that you push in the Dollar Tree, the handle is usually green, but a lot of times the actual basket is green. If they take that amount of effort, then you, as someone building your personal brand and your platform, you also have to take the effort. This is a simple step, but people miss it. So visual branding, again, has to do with your brand colors. Pick 3 to 5 if you don't have them, or work with someone like a branding specialist such as myself. Or, and in addition to that, you want to have professional photography, at a minimum, a professional headshot, and then also any graphics that you have. You want to make sure your graphics have your photography and also your brand colors. If Canva.com was already mentioned, and listen, this is a great place. If you are a virtual assistant that does graphics, people need graphics all the time. So make sure you get that done, or you can hire a graphic artist. Let's move on to number 3. I'm loving the engagement. And again, if you're popping in, I'm Charvette Mitchell. I work with female entrepreneurs and a few lucky men to help them build their online platforms so that they generate more revenue with an amazing personal brand. And we're talking about 6 steps to building your personal brand and your platform. The first one was to be very clear on your products and services and who you are offering them to, the ideal client. Number 2 was visual branding. So once you have customers, people starting to look at you, how are you showing up? Thank you, Gabriella. How are you showing up? And that is, what do they visually see about your brand? You have to be on point with your colors and your pictures. Now, number 3 is about content marketing. If you're taking tips, number 3 is content marketing. So now we've talked about visually how you look. Now we need to talk about what you're saying. What's the content you're putting out to the world? And content marketing is really any content that you are putting out that represents your brand. And that can be social media. So your social media post, that is a part of your content marketing. Anything that you're putting out that's content is marketing and telling people about your business. So you want to be consistent on social media. You cannot just post once or twice and then say, nobody bought my t-shirts. Well, you only posted once or twice. They didn't even see the post. You have to be consistent on social media, but content marketing is not just social media. But you want to think about, am I hanging out on Facebook? Do I need to be on LinkedIn? Do I need to be on Instagram? Do I need to do TikTok? This goes back to number 1. Where are your customers hanging out? You want to be where your ideal customers are hanging out. Social media marketing is one of the key things around content marketing, but it doesn't stop there. You also want to think about video. We are here today on a video platform. Some of you are watching from YouTube, which is like one of the biggest search engines, quite frankly, now. That's where people go to learn how to do stuff. You want to incorporate video. You're welcome, Cheryl. You want to incorporate video into your content marketing. And I know some of you have some fear. I know there's some fear rising up. Hey, Sonia, I know there's some fear rising up for people right now because you're like, I don't want to be on video. I don't like how I sound. I don't like this. I don't like that. Listen, this is the Fearlessly Me Summit. And you have to take that fear and kick it to the curb because your audience is looking for you on video. Your audience wants to see you and hear you. And all of the things that you're putting on yourself, your audience does not care about. They just want this intimate time to be with you and to hear and experience your content by way of video. You got to think about, again, number one, your ideal client. Some people only retain information by video. Is there anybody here, when you're trying to figure out how to do something, you only go to YouTube? Anybody here that only goes to YouTube when you're trying to, because you want that visual piece. So your content marketing, which is number 3, your content marketing includes social media marketing. It includes your video strategy. It also includes emails, email marketing, emails. It's also included there. So you don't want to leave that out. Let's move on to number 4. Number 4 in the 6 steps of building your personal brand and your platform is around speaking and events. Speaking and events. So you want to look for opportunities to be able to speak. I'm here today on my birthday speaking to amazing ladies and gentlemen that are watching. Some of you are brand new to me. You have never heard of me before. And this opportunity has given me a chance to get in front of a new audience. So step number 4, when you are building your brand and building your platform. Yes, Gabriella, kick that fear to the curb. You're building your platform, you're building your brand. You want to look for opportunities where you can speak. All right. And that can be virtually or in person. I'm actually hosting a in-person conference. Yes, I'm hosting it socially distanced, mask, but I'm hosting an in-person conference that is going to be November 5th, 6th, and 7th in Richmond, Virginia. If you're watching from everywhere, I'm in Richmond, Virginia. And it's a conference where I'm featuring, we've got, I think the last count, like the count is like 18 speakers and panelists and moderators. And so you want to look for opportunities to speak virtually and also to speak in person. Why? Because you get an opportunity to meet new people and get exposed to new people. And Tina's going to be there, get exposed to new people. And that is going to shine a light on your business because we're building your personal brand. Thank you, Sonia. All right. So that's, you want to do that. The other part to number 4, when we talk about building your platform and all of this, I actually spend a year, in some cases 6 months in my platform builder program, which I have the wait list is open. So you can jump over to charvettemitchell.com, which is right on the screen. So go ahead and take a screenshot and you'll see on the menu platform builder program. So you're able to get on the wait list for that, where I know some of you are like, oh my gosh, she's on number 4. And I'm still working on number 2, where I spend a whole year with clients working through, it's called the Platform Builder Program, working through these things. All right. And also have a 6-month option. So you want to look for opportunities to speak, but, oh, thank you, Tara. She's just shared the link for the conference. But some of you are in a place and in a position where you need to be hosting your own events. Some of you are in a place like Tina is hosting, even though we're doing this virtual, this is the 4th annual conference. That means she's had number 1, number 2, and number 3. So some of you are at a place where you need to be hosting your own conference. Hosting a conference puts you in a leadership spot and it shines a light on you, because some people just like to go to conferences. Some people will reach out to me and say, hey, are you still doing your conference? And I've never seen them comment on anything else on my page. I've never seen them engage, but for whatever reason, the conference, the pop-up conference jumps out at them. And so let me know in the chat, let me know in the comments if you're on Facebook or if you're on YouTube, if you host your own events. Let us know in the comments if you host your own event, virtual or online or in person. Let us know in the comments if you are an event host or an event producer of your own conference. So that's another component when we talk about building your personal brand, elevating your personal brand. Listen, I'm loving the comments that are in. Elevating your personal brand, you are able to, thank you, Tara, you are able to get in front of new people. You're able to get in, and that's the timer, because I did not want to go over time. I did not want to go over my time. If you're able to get in front of new audiences, that's going to again, draw attention and attraction to your brand. So we're on number 4. All right, number 5. Number 5 is about media. Number 5 is about media attention. Now, there's 2 parts to this. One part is you pursuing media attention. As mentioned before, I was featured in Huffington Post. I've been on CBS 6, featured at least 3 times now, CBS 6, based out of, well, that's a national platform, and then on the Richmond channel here. But you also want to look for ways to get media attention that will shine a light on your personal brand. Guess what? There's local media, there's regional media. Media doesn't just mean the Good Morning America show. You can get on media and get media attention at all kinds of levels. And let me give you a pro tip. There now is what's called new media. There's now what's called new media. Yes. Great. I see Cynthia said I had a client DM me because I hadn't been on Facebook Live in a while. Exactly. Your audience is looking for you, Cynthia. They are looking for you, and you have an obligation to show up and pour into them. All right. And then it's going to help you sell whatever you sell. Cynthia, let me know again. I think you had the beaded jewelry. Let me know again what you sell. But yeah, your audience will be looking for you. So media, number 5 is media attention. Media attention. And there are all kinds of ways, because there's new media. That's what I was talking about. There's new media, which are bloggers, YouTubers, Facebook Live. Listen, Tina, we heard from Kathy in the last segment. I got connected with Kathy, brought Kathy on my podcast. I host the Charvette Mitchell Radio Show, which is an internet-based radio show that I've had for at least a total of 12 years, going on 13 years now. And I, in essence, turned into media. I'm a podcaster. That is a form of media. So just like Erica Lynn just popped in and said, you can get on somebody else's podcast. So podcasts are considered media. Here's the cool thing. When you're on somebody's podcast, then you're going to end up in iTunes. They're going to be able to Google and hear your actual episode. And so that raises your visibility for your brand. Thank you, Tara. That raises your visibility for your brand. So you want to look for media opportunities. And that can be new media, traditional media. But then the sidebar to that is you can do like I did, and you can turn into media. So for some of you, it might be a time for you to host your own podcast. All right, great. So Cynthia has, yes, the beaded gemstone bracelets and paparazzi jewelry. I guarantee, listen, Cynthia, I'm going to put you on the carpet right now. I don't even know you. I don't know where you're from, but I guarantee every time you get on Facebook Live, you sell something. Let me know if I'm wrong. Let me know if I'm wrong in the chat. Every time you do Facebook Live, don't you make sales? Let me know in the chat if I'm wrong. If you have ever gotten on Facebook Live and never, and you know, I'm talking about they're live or they might have watched the replay. I bet you always make at least a sale if you get on Facebook Live. So some of you, it's time for you to turn into media. It is time for you to host your own podcast. So you might be saying, I never get asked to be on anything. I'm never asked to speak. Create your own opportunities. Create your own opportunities. So you might be time for you to do a podcast. And if you're watching, whether you're in the replay or if you are watching live and you have a podcast, let us know in the chat. Let us know in the chat, in the comments, if you have a podcast, so we can show you some love. We can show you some love. So that is number 5, media attention. The 6th and the final one. Listen, can y'all please put Cynthia's comment on the screen here, please? Yes, I do make sales when I go on and then kick myself for not going on sooner. I know it, and I don't know anything about Cynthia. I never met her, but I know that jewelry sells when because people just have to see it. People just have to see it. You get on, you show this, and you're like, "Ooh, look at this and look at that." People just have to see it. "Ooh, look at this beaded." They just have to see your product and it'll sell. So I know that. Thank you, Cynthia, for sharing that. Thank you, Cynthia. I knew that was it. And so if you have a product, definitely product based, you have to be doing live streaming because you're going to sell products. Service based, you have to too. Service based, maybe you might not sell something every single video, but I promise you, it is building your platform, building your personal brand, and building that know, like, and trust feature and factor so that when people are ready to buy, they're coming to you. All right, I'm wrapping up. Number 6, we talked about 6 steps to building your personal brand and platform. #platform builder is books and publications. All right, books and publications. So you want to look for opportunities to write books or be featured in books. Tina is a perfect example. She has put Tina, Gabriella. I heard one of the speakers yesterday, I think Cynthia, who's one of the co-authors. So Tina is the visionary author of an upcoming book, The Uncut Version of Me. Yes. And she has pulled together people and now has given the opportunity. I think it's at least 6 or 7 authors. Hey, Dominique, Don Vito. She has given the opportunity for people to become authors. When you add that component, that's the 6th component, you want to, and most of us have a story to tell. At least a chapter's worth. Some of you have a whole book. But if you can't start a book or that's too daunting, then look for opportunities such as what Tina does to get into what's called an anthology or a book collaboration. So I'm in 4 different books. The first 2 books, I was in someone else's anthology. I wrote a chapter. Then I decided, you know what? Let me help my customers. Love the love. Let me help my customers. And so then last year I released a book called Propel, the Essential Handbook for Emerging Leaders and Small Business Owners. And that book featured me and like 11 of my clients. This year, I released Pour. And actually, the actual release date, y'all ain't gonna believe this, the actual release date on Amazon, it's gonna be in Walmart and Barnes & Noble and all of that. But today is the actual release date. So you can actually go over to Amazon, type in Sharvette, and you'll see you can pick up Pour and you can pick up Propel. And those are collaborations where I pull clients together for us to write stories. So when you write a book, that takes your intellectual property and documents it. And there are conferences, there are media outlets who are looking for authors. Thank you so much. Who are looking, and Tina, I literally dropped your book in the mail yesterday. There are outlets that are looking for authors, but also your clients, definitely if you're in a service-based format, that establishes credibility. And so that is the 6th component for building your personal brand and your platform. And so I'm going to bring, I tried to watch my time. I'm going to bring Tina or Gabby back. And I think we answered questions as we were going through, but thank you. Hello.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Phenomenal.
Thank you.
You dropped some serious golden nuggets there. They weren't just nuggets, they were golden nuggets. Thank you so much. The branding, your colors, you being my coach. So you guys, let me tell you something. You see, my game stepped up. And it's because, Sharvette has her hands in there. Her services is phenomenal. I can't even begin to tell you guys, seriously. So if you're looking to have your website built, or whether or not just your brand, if you want to learn more about your brand colors and how to put yourself out there when it comes to branding, Sharvette, I'm telling you, that Mitchell is the person. I've learned so much in such a short amount of time.
Thank you. And shout out to some clients that are here. Erica Lynn, Denise is here, a client as well. So shout out to them.
Hey, Denise. And once again, Sharvette, I did put up your information, your contact information for folks to reach out to you.
Yeah, the easiest way is sharvettemitchell.com. So my name, and it was on the screen most of the time. So sharvettemitchell.com will take you to my main website. Tara has been dropping links all throughout.
Thank you, Tara.
Thank you, Tara, who's my office, and she probably has some availability if you need her. And so she's been dropping links, but CharvetteMitchell.com will get you to everything. All of the links she shared the individual links, and then if you're like, I don't remember, I just remember her name, Google me and you'll get there. But CharvetteMitchell.com is will get you where you need to be.
Yes, please check her out, you guys. Like I said, this platform is for you all. This is a learning platform. This is an opportunity to connect. This is an opportunity to collaborate. This is opportunity with capital letters. Do not allow this to slip through your fingers, guys. Take advantage of this. It's right here at your fingertips, and it's free. We're here live. So you have these folks here. Connect, please. Charvette, thank you so much. And I want to say this. You guys see on the beginning of my my virtual, look at that. All of that is Charvette Mitchell. All of that. And I'm going to tell you, it didn't take much for Charvette showed me the first time, the colors. I said, Charvette, that's me. How did you know? Perfect. I mean, she came out. I may have given her a few little, tidbits, but after that, she took everything and ran with it. And I mean, she came back and I was like, oh my God, I love it. Very few tweaks of anything. So Charvette, thank you so much.
You are welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And we will, hopefully you'll be able to drop back in later today.
Yes.
And we will be talking with you soon.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Thank you, Charvette.
Thank you.
And so I'm getting ready. You guys, come on now. Charvette Mitchell, we've already put the information down for you guys. Be sure to connect for your marketing services, your branding, and so forth, okay? Phenomenal. I'm getting ready to bring on our co-host, Gabriella. In 1 second, here she is, Gabriella.
Hello, welcome back, you guys. Ms. Charvette, that was awesome. I just had to piggyback real quick. I can't, let you go without saying something just awesome about you. I was sitting here taking notes. I hope everybody else was doing the same. I was able to add some comments, put some social media sites on it as far as you mentioned LinkedIn. I mentioned another one as well, Bumble. So for some people, there's a dating site, but there's a business side to it. So I'm actually on the business side of it. And that's actually a great one. There's new leads that come through there as well. So thank you so much, Charvette. That was awesome. All right, so.
Oh, Gabby, before we start with our next phenomenal speaker, our co-author, can we please just give another happy birthday to Charvette?
Oh, yes. I already sang for y'all. Do y'all want me to sing again?
Yeah. Yes, it's Charvette's birthday. She's so special. She means a lot to us. And so, and when you connect with Charvette, it's just not like a business connect. It's almost like, and maybe it's just me because
she's
she's very kind-hearted.
The first day I met her, I literally felt like she was like family.
Exactly.
She's so sweet. She's sweet. She's just like this in person.
Yes,
she does not change up. So
not
phenomenal.
Oh, she's phenomenal. And that's what I love good people. Just like, Don Vito, like I said, he's like family to us. It's not just business. He's part of the family, genuine, loving people. But guess what? When business is business and we understand that and we respect that, and then we still have friendship as well. Okay? So, Gabby, go ahead on and sing to Charvette one more time before we get to our next co-author.
You sing along.
You were okay.
Miss Charvette.
This is for you, Charvette Mitchell.
All right. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Come on, Mom, sing it.
Happy birthday to ya.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. We love you.
We love you guys. That's what we do on the platform of Fearlessly Me. This is what happens. It's all about love, and it's business too. But it's you. We love loving on people. So, Gabby, I'm going to step off the stage and let you take it on for the next co-author and phenomenal young lady that we have coming up next. I'm going to remove myself. Are you good?
I'm good to go.
Okay. I'll see you in just a few minutes.
All right, you guys. So, whew, awesome. I'm feeling amazing. How y'all feeling? Can y'all tell me in the comments real quick how you're feeling? Just let's let loose for a second. Shake your arms. Woo! All right. I want to know how y'all feeling. Drop a word or two or three. Tell me you love me. Something. Hi, good morning. Happy Saturday. You look lovely. I love your red. Something, guys. Well, you all have been a great audience. We appreciate you guys so much for being on with us today, for showing your love and your support. And that brings us into our next speaker that's actually coming up. This phenomenal woman, she is actually one of the co-authors in the anthology book that we have been speaking to you about all weekend. Myself, I'm actually one of the co in the book as well. And I just wanted to let you guys know that her session today will be on Make Room for the More. Make Room for the More. Okay. Her name is Yolanda Moten. She is a native of Alexandria, Virginia. She's a great friend of ours. She is a loving wife, mother, daughter, sister, cousin, and friend, but most importantly, a servant of the Most High. Despite all that life has thrown her way, she still has a smile that will uplift any room in a heart that you can't help but love. She is dedicated to assisting with breaking chains and generational curses that have plagued people for years. And to mention as well, she actually creates and makes shea butter. She makes it on her own. I've actually purchased from her. My mother has purchased. I love it. It smells amazing. It makes my skin feel very soft. But I won't get too much into it. I'm gonna go ahead and give it over to Yolanda, and let her go ahead and take it over. All right, so make room for the more, Miss Yolanda. Hi, good morning, sis. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Happy Saturday to you. You look good. You look amazing. I love your hair. Yes.
I'll be fine.
You look great. You look great. All right. So you ready to give it over to everyone to go ahead and start speaking about Make Room for the More, to let us know what that's all about? All right.
I'm ready.
All right. Go ahead and take it over.
All right, everyone. I'm Yolanda Moten, as Gabby just said. I'm originally from Alexandria, Virginia. I'm currently residing in Cincinnati, Ohio, where I'm a school bus driver. I am the CEO and owner of First Protection Shea Butter, where we make all natural shea butter products, from body butter, body scrubs, facial mask, lip balm, candles. We pretty much make it all. Handmade. These are pretty old hands of mine. I want to start off by saying thank God for this opportunity today, guys. Thank God for my mentor and the visionary, Hunter, to the village group, and the opportunity to be a part of the anthology to uncover. Congratulations to all the rest of the co-authors. I love you guys. I decided to accept this invitation to collaborate in the book because of two important things. One, someone needed to hear my testimony. And two, I needed to break free and make room for the book. Hence, the chapter titled Make Room for the Book. So, as long as I can remember, from my childhood up until probably a couple years ago, I have always had trusting hear me?
I apologize, Yolanda. Your volume to us, I'm getting quite a few messages that they cannot hear you. Can you turn your volume up just a little?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes. Okay. Thank you.
Um, can you guys hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. I'm looking at the comments. Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and start over because I don't talk a lot. So I'm thinking I got time to start over, guys. Like I said, like Abby said, I am Yolanda Local White. I'm originally from Alexandria, Virginia. I currently reside. Still can't hear me? I'm cut all the way up. I don't know what else. I'm still getting that.
Yeah, you can't understand what she said.
So we can hear you, but it's a little distorted. It sounds, I can hear you. Can you bring your mic closer?
My mic is in my ear.
Oh, okay. Will it help if you take those out?
No, because then you won't be able to hear me because of the background.
Oh,
Try it though. Try it.
oh, okay. So it's probably the plugs. It's okay. So for those that are for the audience, we may have to might be the earpieces. Yeah, yeah, it's probably the earpieces. So can't hear anything. Okay. So yeah, go ahead on and utilize your earplugs. You're muted. Unmute yourself. You're muted. Unmute yourself. Okay. Okay. Speak, Yolanda. Mm-mm. Yeah. Okay. Let me speak now. Oh, it's really, yeah, put your plugs back in and we'll have the audience to, yeah, they can put their volume up higher. There you go. Okay. Can you hear me? You good now? Well, we can't hear her. Speak, Yolanda. Can you hear me? Yolanda, can you hear me? Turn your, okay. Mm-mm. Yeah. Go back to what you were doing at first. Go back to what you originally, turn your volume up. We can't hear anything. Is your
It's up.
volume?
Can you hear me?
Okay. There you go. There you go. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you
Take,
guys. I hope y'all can hear me.
we can hear you. We love
Go
you.
ahead, Yolanda.
I
You got
love you
this.
guys too.
We can
I'm
hear you now.
talking anyway. So
Go
I'll
for it.
record it and send it in. Either way, y'all gonna hear me today.
Yes. It's okay, honey. You got this.
You got this. Rock and roll.
Okay, great.
Go
So I can
for it.
start over now. I hope
Yes.
everybody can hear me. I'm so sorry for all the delays, y'all.
No, don't be sorry. Go for it.
I am Yolanda Moten Whitehead. I am originally from Alexandria, Virginia. I currently reside in Cincinnati, Ohio, with my husband and my youngest daughter, Barrett. Um, I am a school bus driver here in Cincinnati. I am also the CEO and owner of Birth to Destiny Signature Shea Butter, where we make all natural shea butter products from body butter to body scrubs to facial products to lip balm and candles. Um, I am so thankful for this opportunity to speak to you guys this morning. I'm thankful for my loving mentor and the visionary Tina Hunter. I'm thankful for the Fearlessly Me group and the opportunity to be a part of the anthology, The Uncut Version of Me. Congratulations to all the co-authors. I love you guys. I'm sure you know that, but I'm going to say it anyway. I love you guys. I decided to accept this invitation to be a collaborative co-author in the book because there were two very important things to me. One, I know someone needed to hear my testimony and my story. And two, I needed to make room for the more, hence the title, Make Room for the More. I have a lot of trust issues that I'm working out. They're getting better, but as long as I can remember from my childhood up until about a couple of years ago, I've had trust issues, trusting people, trusting situations because of things that I've been through in my life. And in this chapter in the book, I explain some of those situations and how God prevailed and got me through my trust issues to get me to the next level. I'm reading my notes, y'all, but I'm here. So just bear with me. As outspoken as I am really shy. I don't like speaking live. I don't like being the center of attention, but I'm gonna get over it because clearly I'm supposed to be doing it. God showed me that I have a gift that I have not yet unwrapped and that I needed to make room for the more. So doing that over the last couple of years, I've decided to let go of fear, let go of procrastinating, and give it over to God. He allowed me to meet a great counselor. So I've been going to counseling sessions. And in my counseling sessions, she decided that I should probably just go ahead and be forward with a lot of the issues that I've had. So I started writing letters to people. I started having hard conversations with people. And it wasn't easy at first. It really wasn't. And if you know me, you know I'm a crybaby. I cry about everything. So, but I stopped crying and started praying harder and harder. Like the more I prayed, the easier it got. So I'm saying, like, if you have things that you need to take care of or people that you have issues with that is still hindering on you and still holding you and stopping you from doing certain things, that you need to have those hard conversations, guys. So I started doing that, and I could actually feel the difference in my walk. I could feel the difference in how I talk. I could feel it in how I breathe, how I prayed. I could really feel the difference. I had to be super, super honest with myself in order to have these conversations, in order to write these letters. I had to be honest. Lord knows that was hard. I like to smile a lot. I want everybody to think, oh, it's Peachy King. Everything is good here. And it wasn't. It wasn't good at all. So, again, I stopped crying and started praying, and God brought me through it. And the more I get rid of, the more he puts in place of it. And it's been amazing. Can't you tell? Don't I look good, y'all? It's God. God did it. I was able to fix my marriage. I was able to get closer to my parents and my siblings. I was able to make a connection with my children where they're now doing their own thing because they're watching what I'm doing. My daughter started her own business. My son is doing amazing in his music business. Even my 9-year-old has started a clothing line, y'all. God is showing out over here. I was able to get a contract for Birth of Destiny to be in a brick and mortar in Miami. I don't even have to be there, y'all. I ain't bragging. I'm just telling you what God can do if you just make room for him to show out. I literally make money in my sleep now. I don't think I would have ever been able to say that a couple of years ago, but I can say that I'm making money in my sleep. What? Yes, Lord, he can do it. So, and it has opened doors for me personally and in my business, getting rid of my procrastination, getting rid of my fear, getting rid of all of my anger and my trust issues has allowed me to be more acceptable and more open to people. I don't have much to say, y'all. Y'all got any questions for me? I could sit here and talk about God all day long. So, any questions?
So, Yolanda, I love the title of your chapter. And first of all, thank you for showing up, and thank you for your yes, and just being authentic. And people can truly relate to what it is that you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, making room for more. Give us a little tidbit more on making room for more.
Well, if you're holding on to a whole lot of stuff mentally, right, and physically, if you got 1,000 bags in your hand, like Erykah Badu say, bag lady, what you gonna grab onto? You're stuck. You don't have room to get anything else. So make room for the more meant get rid of everything that's holding you back from your destiny. Get rid of everything that's holding you back from moving up to the next level. Get rid of anything that's hindering you from God or from the Creator. So you can make room for more. You can make room for the blessings. You can make room for the money. You can make room for the friendships. You can make room for the relationships. Make room for the more.
Yes. And so I know you mentioned about counseling was one of your ways of helping you through make room for the more.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and prayer. Can you give some other items or things that really help you make space for more?
I've always been a big journaler. I encourage journaling, period. Like whether you're going through things or not. Every day you need to write down what happened in your life. It helps you go back to see what you've accomplished or what you need to accomplish. Journaling is amazing. So I've always done that. As long as I've been able to write, I've been a journaler. But for us in our community, in the Black community, we don't think counseling is for us. But let me tell y'all that it definitely works. My first 2 months, I was real stubborn. I'm hard-headed. I am. And I wouldn't even talk most of the time. I would just sit there and listen to her. And then I realized, wait a minute, I'm paying this lady. She don't listen to me today. So, and once I started opening up, I realized that, oh yeah, you're paying her and she's actually listening. And even now during COVID, virtually, I'm calling her on FaceTime or calling her on my break. And most of the time she's not even charging me. So that's the bonus of that I've made a friendship out of that. So, and I've got somebody to talk to that I can trust, that I don't have to worry about judging me or stuff like that. So definitely counseling, definitely journaling, and taking the time and stop thinking about the negative and forcing yourself to be positive about it. Like speaking affirmations over your life. I am the affirmer. And speaking good to everyone around you, even when they don't even say hi back. Just be like, hey, how you doing? You never know when it's going to change somebody's life. And it might do something for you. Like that person speak back and you're like, oh, wow, I didn't even think they were going to speak. You just made your day even better. And let me see what else I probably would do.
And Yolanda, not to cut you off, you mentioned that for Afro-Americans, we don't like counseling or going to therapy. Why is that? What kept you away from going to therapy early on?
I didn't want anybody in my business. I'm going to just be real honest and upfront.
Right.
I didn't want nobody in my business. So, I mean,
but guess what? When you started going, you realized, hey,
I need this.
Business,
I need this.
You want to keep that? Do you really want to keep that type?
I did not want to hold on to any of that.
No, you want to release that.
Yeah.
And leave a space for something new, something great.
That's it.
That sparkles,
making room for the
not
more.
the darkness.
Right. Exactly.
Right. Yeah.
I was tired of working hard looking for the diamonds when they were sitting up on the surface the whole time.
They were
So yeah,
already there.
yeah,
You made
yep,
space for the diamonds.
yep.
Yolanda, as we get ready to close out, I thank you so much. I really do. We appreciate you. We love you. You look so fabulous.
Thank
And
you.
Yolanda, you have a question here. Let's see if we can get to your question. How did the letters you wrote to people work out with dealing with trust issues?
Okay, so I literally I take inventory about everything in my life. So I literally wrote 12 letters out to people. And out of those 12 letters, 10 people responded back to me. Either they called me or they showed up at my door or they wrote me back. And out of the 10 that came back, I only had one issue with one person. And you live and you learn. Like, you know that's it.
Wow.
Like, we severed ties and that was that. There was no argument. There was no fussing. I said what I said. That person said what they said, and it was done. Out of
Wow.
the other people, though, it was just a simple miscommunication. Like
Right.
and I was writing them because I felt that I had offended them, and
Mhm.
some of them were that they offended me. But all of the ones that I offended, it was just a simple miscommunication. I was holding on to it. They weren't even thinking about it. They were like, "Dang, I forgot all about that." And here I am holding on to it,
And
thinking
you help
I
some
need to
people.
apologize to
How
it.
we,
Right,
yeah.
yeah.
Excuse me,
And
how we hold on to things that's not
right,
even for us.
exactly.
Or
Right,
if
they're not
it
even
is
for us.
that we're holding on to it, and as we're holding on, it's weighing us down and
Exactly,
it's
exactly.
damaging, right?
Yep.
And so, yeah. That's a good point you made, Yolanda.
And the other two people, I found out one had passed away, so they couldn't write me back. But again, it lifted something off of me because I got it off of me. You know what I mean? And there was one particular person, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it, my mom. We
Hmm.
had a heart-to-heart conversation. It wasn't a letter, but it was a heart-to-heart conversation. And I
Hmm.
realized I was so much the same person that I've tried my whole life to not be like. Not that my
Hmm.
mom isn't amazing. My mom is an amazing woman.
Yes.
But I just didn't want to be my mother, and I wound
Hmm.
up being just like my mama. So,
Hmm.
which is a bonus, I guess, because I'm amazing now. So,
Right,
but
right.
the letters did work. Not only did I free myself, but I freed other people
Yes.
without having to make people feel bad or make myself feel bad about it because I needed to get it off my chest. So,
Yes. Yeah.
yeah,
That's awesome. You helped some people today, Yolanda. And hopefully some folks will be, start writing, whether it's doing journaling and or just writing. Sometimes you have to
right.
write letters to folks and mail them out and get and receive and get that freedom, right?
Yeah.
Thanks, Yolanda. Hopefully I can get the courage to follow in your footsteps to free myself from my trust issues.
Shantae, you got this. You can do it, babe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got it. Yeah, you just heard Yolanda. And you may want to do exactly what Yolanda did. Try it. Write a couple of letters, get some envelopes and stamps, and mail them out, and see what the outcome will be for sure. Hey, try it. We just never know until we try things, and that's
Exactly.
the thing that keep us stuck. We won't take the time to try new things. Try it. You just never know, right?
Yep.
Right. So, any last words, Yolanda? This is your opportunity before we move on to the next, Yolanda.
Make sure y'all go get our books. It's coming out late November. I'm excited. I'm so happy for this opportunity. I love you, Tina. I love you
Oh,
guys. I hope you
yeah.
have an amazing weekend.
Yes, I love the connection. I love, although we don't talk on a regular and we don't have to, but I love what God is doing. I love the assignment that He put me on,
Yeah.
and just to see the manifestation of what He put in place. And so I thank you guys. You guys have been awesome.
Yeah.
You guys have watched me go through my journey of fear and, a whole lot of other things. You know what I'm saying? And you guys were right there and still trusting me. So I say thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. And you guys, I mean, because we've been connected for so long, we remember each other from back then and to
Yeah.
look today. Look at God. That's all we can say is look at God. He is phenomenal.
Yes, he is.
Okay. So, Yolanda, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for sharing your story. And thank you for being you and authentic. We
Bye,
appreciate
guys. I
you.
love you.
Okay.
Thank
Love you
you.
too.
Love you.
All right. Love you more.
Bye.
Bye bye. Keep smiling. Woo wee. Okay. You guys heard that, right? You guys heard that. So I love the fact that Yolanda said, the way she went about making room for more, the letters and, looking to apologize. She was open to apology to others, and she was open to receive the apologies coming from others, right? And so we have to be in that type of space. We have to be open. If you want to receive, um, if you are expecting a new outcome, something positive, you're ready for change, you want something new in your life, you have to be open. How do you receive an apology if you're not open? You know what I'm saying? So thank you, Yolanda. We love your story. Thank you for showing up.
Thank you, Yolanda. That was awesome.
Really.
Oh, yeah, Yolanda, if you can as well, I don't know if you did already, but if you put your information for your shea butter, please promote your business, promote your wonderful, awesome shea butter.
Yes.
Place that in the chat in the comment section, okay? So that everybody that's streamed on right now, they can, go and visit your Facebook page or your Instagram or wherever it is that you market it.
Yeah, that's good,
you.
Gabby. Thank you for bringing that up. So for all of you entrepreneurs that's on here live, that's in with us, drop your information. This is that's what the platform is about. If we were in person, you guys would actually be up moving around and networking, right? And so right now we have the opportunity to chat. You can just drop your information right there in the comments, and so that you're able to connect and with other entrepreneurs. Okay, this is your opportunity.
Or if you don't feel comfortable dropping it in the chat box, if it's a question you have or something that's a little personal, maybe about counseling or who their counselor is, or just in-depth questions, just feel free to maybe send a DM or send them a message in their inbox. So that I'm sure that may make some people feel comfortable doing that as well. All right. So you all have been an amazing audience. We saw all the comments and everything. Were engaged. So I love it. I love it. I love it. I hope everybody is feeling great. I hope you all have been able to pick up a lot of little nuggets here and there. I hope you all have still been taking notes. I hope that someone has been touched thus far today already with us this morning. I know I have. And that brings us into, we're actually going to shortly be taking a lunch break, just like we did yesterday. We will be coming back on promptly at 12:45. As soon as we get back on, we're going to be doing another raffle. Woo! Another raffle. Yesterday's winner, let me just mention again, yesterday's winner was Lou Dream.
Yes.
She's very competitive. I love her. She wins like something every year. As I mentioned yesterday, she had basically what it was, they had to make words, as many words as they could out of the words fearless me. And I believe Lou Dream had 20 words. So Lou Dream, another round coming up for you guys. I want everybody to participate.
Yeah.
Starting the raffle as soon as we get back at 12:45 after lunch. And then following that, what we're going to have for the afternoon session, we're going to have 2 more speakers that are actually coming on, and then Tina Hunter here will be closing us out for the late afternoon session at around 1:55. Okay, around 2 o'clock. Okay, so you all stay tuned. Go ahead, relax. Take a walk around the block somewhere, get something to eat out, literally I don't know. I told you guys, yes, I love chicken. So I'm actually about to eat some chicken wings. I want to know as soon as we get back what you guys have had yesterday. I know somebody said they had some whiting and fish. I want to know what you guys are going to be talking about. Okay.
Right.
So
Bring us some lunch.
I'm okay with those.
Bring
We
us
will
some
see
lunch.
you all shortly, okay? Stay tuned, guys. 12:45.
Oh, 12:45?
12:45. We'll see
Okay.
you guys back in an hour at 12:45.
That's what's up.
Love you guys.
Okay. See you guys
See you
shortly.
shortly.
Get ready for the raffle.